Hi there, Emmanuel again. Okay, so it's a continuation from where we ended in our previous video. So in today's video, we are going to look at classification of hearing impairment. So we're going to look at the basis of classification of hearing impairment. Okay, I did mention in the previous video that hearing impairment, that is in terms of the classification. That is in terms of the classification according to severity. We said the hearing impairment can be grouped into two. We said we've got the deaf and the hard of hearing. So we looked at that. Now in today's classification, we're going to look at things like acquired deafness. What really happens under acquired deafness. We're also going to look at the things like the congenital deafness. How does it come about? We are also going to look at things like prelingual deafness. We are going to look at sensory neural deafness. And then we are also going to look at the conductive deafness, as well as the central deafness. And we'll look at some other things that will follow. So let's begin with acquired deafness. Now, acquired deafness is a type of deafness that happens later in life when language and skills and speech skills have been fully developed. The individual is born normal, but later becomes non-functional through certain factors such as illness as well as accidents. Okay, so we're saying acquired deafness is actually a condition that is being born as a result of, actually, let me put it this way. Acquired deafness is this kind of deafness where that develops when someone has been born. Okay, it's a situation where a person has been born normal, and then later on this particular condition develops. Okay, so this actually happens after language has developed. Someone is able to speak properly, is able to express themselves in a particular language, and they're able to exhibit their speech skills. So this particular deafness develops after someone has acquired a particular language and they're able to exhibit some speech skills. Okay, so we are also saying that there are factors to this. There are factors that cause or which cause this particular disability. And one of them is that illness can actually contribute to the development of this particular disability. And then apart from that, we are also saying that factors like accidents can actually contribute also to this particular condition. So these are some of the potential factors which contribute to acquired deafness. Remember, acquired deafness comes as a result of it comes after one has been born, speech and the language has developed fully, and then this particular this particular impairment develops. So it develops later in life. It develops later in life. And then the other classification that we need to look at is what we are calling as the congenital deafness. The congenital deafness is a condition where a child is born deaf. So it's a particular disease where it's a particular condition where a child is born with this inherent or inborn hearing loss. So you'd find that this baby is born, they can't talk, they can't speak, they can't express themselves. Okay, that happens actually at birth. So these are individuals who are born naturally deaf. They are born naturally deaf. So we also have what you call the prelingual deafness. The prelingual deafness. Pre means before, lingo means language. So we're talking about this kind of deafness that develops at birth, in other words, or happening in life at an age prior to speech development and language acquisition. So we're talking about this particular condition that develops before speech development as well as language acquisition. So before the baby begins to speak, before the baby acquires a particular language, this particular condition develops. And if that such a case happens, we classify this particular condition as the prelingual deafness. So it's a deafness that is acquired before a baby acquires a particular language as well as the speech development. So we are looking at that. So that is a prelingual deafness. And then we also have what we call this sensory neural deafness. This one actually includes hearing loss that results from accidents as well as diseases that affect the normal functioning of the inner ear. So these are kind of conditions or disabilities that develop as a result of accidents as well as certain diseases that can affect the inner operation of the ear. So those we call them the sensory neural deafness. And then we also have what we call the conductive deafness. The conductive deafness. The conductive deafness is actually a deafness that comes as a result of as a result of as a result of destruction of the air pathways. So where the air, remember that the air is the media through which sound is actually transmitted. So you're saying that if the air, the pathways of the air is destroyed, meaning that there's going to be an inability for someone to be able to understand or to be able to get sounds. So because of that, this particular hearing loss can actually develop, which is the conductive deafness. So the conductive deafness is actually it arises as a result of the pathways, the air pathways being destroyed. So we've got such kind of conditions. We also have what you call the central deafness. This one includes all hearing functioning of the auditory pathways from the inner to the interpretive areas of the brain. So this one happens actually when the inner ear fails to function and there are areas where the interpretation of sound is done. If such areas are affected, they are unable to function properly, then we are going to have what we call the central deafness. So this is a condition that can arise as a result of the non-functioning of the inner ear as well as the interpretive areas of the brain. So these are some of the classifications that you should know, and you just have to know because questions can come in the exam on this. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and once again, Emmanuel is your mentor. So please go to my YouTube channel and type Sakambuta Emmanuel. My YouTube will be able to you'll be able to get hold of the channel, and you hit the subscription the notification bell so that you are notified every time a new video is uploaded, so that you'll be able to watch and you see expand your knowledge base. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.